What's good, YouTube? It's Ricky Rose coming at you with a brand new video. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about what's the best way to hit 99, how to grind some shooting badges if you don't have your badges already maxed out. And you can actually rep up pretty fast using this method because you're always going to be open for a wide open 3 from the corner. Now, if you don't know, there's some things that you can actually do to make this process way easier. You could put a Hall of Fame, you get more rep, more stats towards your badges as well. But it's completely up to you. If you want to play on Pro or All-Star, whichever route you want to take is completely fine with you. Feel free to put it on whatever difficulty and whatever minute you want it to be. Now, the next thing that can honestly increase the chances of your shot going in is one, you can also take off your shot meter, which is like a 6% buff when it comes to shooting if you time it correctly. If you have, I'm gonna name all the badges that you could kind of use in this whole method that is gonna also increase your shot when it comes down to it. Your badges can be Hall of Fame, whatever you want, but just equip them. Have them so you can get those boosts from that corner shot that you're going to be shooting. So, corner specialist, it should definitely be Hall of Fame just because that's what you're going to be doing the most. Range extender, I will also have that Hall of Fame. Quick draw, because there is, if you take a while to actually release the shot, it is going to be slightly difficult. It's most likely always going to be contested. So I would actually have this like around gold or silver. It doesn't need to be Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame is, to be honest, overkill. It's not really needed. The next two badges that I would recommend is Hot Zone Hunter, because you are most likely going to get that badge there. Green Machine if you have it. And the last one will be Steady Shooter, because you sometimes do get contested, but it's not, it's not really needed. But it's okay if you have it. So just in case if you don't have that much badges, just put a corner specialist, range extender, and quick draw. Those are the only badges that you most likely will need. Max them out, especially corner specialist, because you want to get the insane boost that badge gives you. And that's about it. Deadeye, if you have quick draw on gold or even Hall of Fame, you will rarely get contested, due to the fact that the defender moves back when your teammate go and set you the string. All right, first things first, what you are going to need to do, it doesn't matter what position you are, all you're basically going to want to have is a point guard or a shooting guard that has, I believe, a shooting takeover where there is shot creator, because I believe I have Kyrie on my team in the gameplay. This is on my Sharp as well, so that's why you see me greening a lot. But he has to have a shooting archetype badge when it comes down to the takeover. I'm not sure if it's not true, but that's when they told me this is like one of the requirements, so I had to switch over to the Nets, and this is what I've been doing. But I already maxed out my badges. I was just getting him to like 99. That's about it. But obviously there's more to this method when it comes down to it, so I recommend doing it with anybody. So that's the first one. You gotta have a shooting guard or a point guard. Those are the only two that you're going to be using. You could try with other positions, but the first two are the main ones. So a point guard and a shooting guard that has a takeover that requires shooting. So a shot creator or a sharp. Number two, you are going to need to be able to call plays when you're on the court. So I believe it's like basically the on-court coach. You basically can call plays at whatever time you want, and you can go through the whole playbook and call those plays. Now, all you're going to do when you have that and you're on the court already, you want to go to the corner, press L1, it's going to bring up the menu, and then R1. It should be the tab that you want to press is called, well, it's basically the R1, and it's called positional play calling. Once you activate that, all the icons above your teammate's head is going to pop up, and you want to call depending on the position that you are. So if you're a center, you want to call a point guard or a shooting guard, whichever one you want. It does not matter. They're still going to react the same way. But if you're a point guard, you can only call your shooting guard. If you're a shooting guard, you can only call your point guard. Now, I don't know if it works for other positions. As soon as you call your teammate to set you the screen, he's gonna come and stand right next to him, and his defender, well, your defender is gonna take 2 steps back, and that's when you pull the 3. don't worry about that. The point guard or the shooting guard's defender, he doesn't really react. The only one that reacts is your defender, but he usually reacts late due to the fact of so much space that he's giving you when he set that screen. And it's like, oh, well, these AIs are kind of slow. They did patch this already, but they found a way around it. You could try this from everywhere else on the court, but it's slightly harder. I believe at the top of the key is also one of the most dominant places that you can actually try it from, but it works best when you're shooting from the corners. But for me, I'm mainly using it strictly to get my player to 99, but you can use it for badge grinding because you are no longer restricted to just shooting corners to get corner specialists. No, as long as you're shooting and you're hitting your shots, most of them are green for me, and I'm playing a Hall of Fame. Yeah, like it's easy as shit. If you have your threes insanely high and at least 1 or 2 badges to back you up with it, you're most likely going to be walking away with a whole bunch of rep, or well, not rep, when it comes to your stats and your badges and everything, all of that's going to get boosted insanely fast. But that is going to be the end of the video. Please leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what you think. You already know who the fuck it is, man. It's your boy Ricky Rose, and I'm out of here.